Okay, join me on page 370 in your science book. What affects how a river or stream flows? If you live near a river or a stream, you may have noticed that on some days the water flows fast and high. On other days, the water flows more slowly and may be reduced to just a trickle or a narrow stream. Rainfall can affect the speed of flowing water. When rain falls, water falls both on the land and into rivers and streams. Some of the water that falls on the land seeps into the soil, but if the rain is heavy, much of the water flows over the land surface into nearby rivers and streams. Adding more water to a body of moving water increases the moving water's energy. Because rivers and streams normally flow downhill, the water in them is already moving quickly. As more water enters a river or a stream, its water level rises and its speed increases. Okay, joining me on page 371, flowing water. A bank is the rising ground that borders a river or stream. When a river overflows its banks, it covers its floodplain, the flat area of land on both sides of the river. A floodplain forms from layers of sediment, silt, sand, and gravel, left behind each time the river overflows its banks. Because this sediment is rich in nutrients, it makes good farmland. Flowing water is a powerful force that changes the shape of Earth's surface. The faster the water moves, the bigger and denser the particles of rock the water can carry as it flows downhill. Most large particles roll, slide, or bounce along the bottom of a river or stream. Smaller particles swirl in the water or are dissolved in it. The bits and pieces carried by the moving water act like tiny drills. They slam into rocks and chip away at them. They erode the banks and they carve out or cut into the riverbed or bottom of the river. This scratching and scraping or abrasion is greater in a fast-moving river than in a slow-moving one. What can cause a river or stream to slow down? An obstacle, such as a large rock or a tree trunk, might block the flow of water. A steep river might flow onto a flat plain. The river or the stream might flow into a large body of standing water, such as a pond, a lake, or an ocean. Whenever the water slows down, it drops some of the particles it has been carrying. These particles, or sediment, are deposited and form mounds or layers on the riverbed or the floor of a pond, a lake, or an ocean. Turning the page 372. What are the stages of stream development? Over time, streams can carve out deep V-shaped channels that have steep sides. However, streams come in a variety of forms. Some are narrow and swift-moving, while others are wide and slow-moving. Some streams have so much water added to them that they become rivers. Some streams also empty into rivers. Streams differ because they are in different stages of development. A stream's stage depends on the slope of the ground over which it flows. No two streams are exactly alike, but as they flow from higher ground to lower ground, all go through three main stages: the young, upper stage, mature or middle stage, and the old or lower stage. A young stream moves swiftly down steep slopes. While young, it may have whitewater rapids and waterfalls. On nearly level ground, the stream matures and flows smoothly through its valley. Most of the rocks in the bed of the stream are eroded by flowing water and the sediment it carries. So now we're on the top of page 373. Streams in the mature stage develop broad curves called meanders. Sorry about that interruption. The flat valley floor formed by a meandering stream or river is the floodplain. When a stream or river floods, it covers all or part of the floodplain. The third stage in the development of a stream is the old stage. An old stream flows slowly through a broad, flat floodplain. Near its mouth, the stream or river begins to deposit its load of sediment. This forms a delta, an area of flat, fertile land that extends into the ocean or other large body of water. Okay, let's look at the bottom part of the page, the life of a stream. A river usually has more water than a stream. However, scientists consider all rivers to be streams, and they believe that all streams go through similar stages of development. Stage 1. The source of a river or a stream often occurs in a mountainous area. Here, the force of gravity causes water to flow quickly. Some streams flow from springs, lakes, or the ends of glaciers. 2. The fast-moving stream can carry many sediments and often carves out V-shaped valleys. Fast-moving streams are often used for rafting. 3. Smaller streams add water, increasing the size of the stream and often forming a young river. Okay, going over to 4 on page 373. As the river reaches flatter land, it slows down. As it slows, it deposits some of the sediments it carried. 5. The slow-moving river flows across flat land, forming large curves called meanders. Water flows faster along the outside of a meander, eroding or wearing away the bank. 6. When a river empties into a larger body of water, such as an ocean or a bay, it deposits the remaining sediments it has carried. These deposits can form a delta that extends from the river's mouth. All right, thanks for following along and continue on your science lesson.